Hi, it's Jane here from craftwithjane.co.uk, and today I'm bringing you my Storybook Moments gift bag. I've made this one with a little bit of an Easter theme, but I've put "You're the Best" on it, so I haven't put out like Happy Easter, but you can do that. So inside I've got two little biscuits or cookies, one with a rabbit and one with a carrot, and I just thought it went with the theme for Easter. Also in this pack of cookies you can get this egg one, which is nice and bright as well. The pack of cookies I got from a shop called Home Bargains, and it was the assorted biscuit pack, just here. And so yeah, this one can fit 3 biscuits, but I just put these 2 in because it fits quite comfortably, and I thought it was a nice little treat. You could also put some eggs in. I thought some of these eggs would look quite good in a gift bag like this for Easter, if that's what you wanted to do. But I've chosen to put the 2 biscuits in because I just think they sort of match it up quite nicely, and it's got the vegetables here with the carrots, and it's got the little rabbit there, which I thought fitted nicely with the Easter theme. So on this designer series paper, I've cut it to 6 inches by 11 inches. I will put the measurements in imperial inches and metric centimetres in my blog post, which links are below. So on the long side, I'm going to score it at 3 3/4, 5 1/4, 9 and 10 1/2. And then on the short side, making sure my direction is this way, I'm going to score it at 1 1/2. And that is all of the score I need to do on the designer series paper to make the gift bag. But to make the clasp, I've used this beautiful die cutout, and I'm going to score it at 2 1/2 down the centre. And that is all of the scoring done. So this is the beautiful pattern on this side as well, isn't it? This is the designer series paper. So I'm just going to burnish before I cut, because it's quite tricky to cut this one. Only visually for me with the lights on. For the video, I struggle sometimes to see the lines, so I'm going to do my burnishing first and then my cutting. And I've got my little piece just here, which is what I use for lovely. So I will mite it in and snip this away like so. I'm just going to miter in this top corner as well, because this is going to be my tab for cutting. And then I'm going to cut up just to that first score line, and then I'm going to miter in those 2 bits just there. And I'm going to do the same with this middle piece. So I'm going to cut up, and then I'll miter it in, and then I'll cut up, and then miter it in. And that is all of the cutting done. So I'll just lay that down to show you the template. Such a lovely pattern, I think, this one as well. And then I'm going to grab some tear and tape, and I'm just going to tape the side. I might liquid glue this if I wasn't filming a video, just for you to be aware. But I tend to use tape just to catch this side, just makes life a little bit easier. Get my Take Your Pick tool, one of my favourite tools ever. And then I'm going to just pop that over like this. Just make sure this all folds nice and flat, and press it down, and move it that way and just press it down. So that's lovely flat. And then I'm going to get my liquid glue out, and I'm going to press my sides down to start with, and then I'll just glue a little bit of them like so, and then pop this side down. And then I'm going to fold this one out of the way a little bit so I can show you what I'm doing, and I'll just put my liquid glue like this, and then I'll press this one down as well, trying to keep it in a nice rectangle shape at the bottom, just like so. Lovely. And then I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to use my bone folder, and then I'm just going to press it down like so. Lovely. Just do it like that. There we go, and the bottom of the bag is glued. Then I'm going to pinch these sides in corner to corner and just press them like that. No more than that I need to do. And then I'm going to, with the scored little die cut that I've used, I'm just going to burnish that neatly. So it makes a nice, lovely little corner point for the top of the bag. And then I'm going to glue one on the back and one on the front, and then it will come in like that, and it'll form my lovely little pattern. So I'm just going to see which side do I prefer. So So on this side you've got the little guy with the, and you've got the blue flowers there. On this side I've got the one coming up here, but I think I prefer this as my front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this. So I'll pop some glue on here, just like this, all the way around the edge and a little bit through the middle then. Like that, and just a little bit through the middle, just like that. And then I'm going to do exactly like I've just done. I'm going to press this in, fold this over, and I'm going to sort of pinch it into place so it's lovely and central, and just press it down gently, and then allow this top to come up, let this fall down, and then use my bone folder to make sure that glue is picking up beautifully so that it is glued down on the back. There we go, and then just turn that over. Yep, that looks great. So that is like that, and then I'm going to pop my biscuits, my 2 biscuits inside, and then I'll just pinch this over like so, and then I'm going to use some thread to wrap round. So for this, because I think it goes nicely with the paper, I'm using the Basic Beige ribbon, and I'll literally just tie a little bow if I can, like so. So to start with, I'm going to tie off just like that, because I do have a little tag. So I'm going to start like that, and then I'll show you the tag that I've used. So I've got this little tag here, and I've used the Basic Beige card to die cut this shape out. And then I've used the Happiest Day, You're the Best for the stamp. I've used this large die here for the lid, and that's from the Citrus Blooms dies. And then I've used the tag, which is this oval one here, and this is from the Greetings of the Season dies. So I'm just going to pop this on into place. So I'll use this little end to put it through and pull it all the way in like so, and then I'm going to tie off my bow like this, and I can trim then. So that's quite nice, nice little bow just there, and then I can trim off beautifully like that and like that, and that is the bow done on the front. It's looking quite sweet. Just make sure that my ribbon's lined up pretty centrally. Yeah, there we go. And then put my tag like that. And then next what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at, in the Storybook Moments designer series paper, you get this big sheet with all these die cuts on. I'm just going to have a little look to see if I've got a die cut that I think would go quite nicely on the edge of there. You can see I used this little guy here. So I do like the, I like flowers, they would look quite nice. I quite like this cute little mouse here. I do like the little rabbit there as well. There's quite a few. There's the guy there, but I think that would be too samey. But I'm really sort of leaning towards this duck. So at the moment it's between these 2 characters for me, but I'm really quite loving the duck. So I might use the duck, I think. So I've just popped the duck out, and I'm simply going to put a little bit of glue and then pop him just like that, coming off the edge. So I'll use a little bit of my liquid glue just on his centre, on his little breast bit just there. And then I'm going to position him on my tag like so, I think. Cute. And then he sort of becomes part of the tag like that. And then I've got picking colours, I've got these beautiful brushed butterflies, which is what I've already used, but I've also got these adhesive back textured dots, which you could use, but I think I'm going to stick with the butterflies. So I'll get my take your pick tool out, and I'll stick a few butterflies floating around just like this, one there and one there, and then I'm going to use another one of the little butterflies and pop it just like that there, I think. And these are my Storybook Moment gift bags. I think they've got a beautiful vintage theme. I'm loving this designer series paper because it's got that vintage feel, and it's got that sort of like classic or English nursery rhyme, you know, with Jemima Puddle duck and things like that on there. It's just got that beautiful feel to it, so really up my street this is. Doesn't have to be used for Easter, but I think it fits quite nicely with that Easter theme as well, and the sort of vintage children's theme, this one in particular. But yeah, these will make lovely little gifts for somebody. I hope that you've enjoyed crafting along with me. If you're interested in purchasing any of the products I've used, I will put all of the links below. You can shop with me if you live within Europe, any of the countries in Europe Stampin' Up sells in. You can also join our team if you'd like to. I'll put links below for that as well. Okay, I'm going to say bye for now, guys, and happy crafting.